Hello, 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 I am the PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 6, I believe, of our new Timberborn series. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day's actually quite good, thanks. Now, if you don't know this, I batch recorded the previous episodes and we actually went on holiday and yeah, I'm back now. Almost back to work again, so I thought let's do a bit more recording. So there might be a couple more episodes batch recorded, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will be fine. And previously I had issues where we didn't have kids being born, but yeah, that was rectified. I realized that they were working too long hours, so I switched that back to 16 hours a couple of episodes ago. So we got a couple of kids and we started building up the lodges and putting a bit of beautification. I did quite a bit of work off screen. See, we are on cycle 23, day 6. I put in a bit of dynamite here, so this is now down to level of the sluices. Placed in power cables in here, connecting this area to this area, and placed in platforms there so I don't walk in the bad water. And I might take these bridges out already, but I'm not sure. And I reworked this. I took the power up here and up there. So this is basically the only area where water can get in there, and then automatically in here. But that's fine. That's not the worst. And yeah, I rewired the power through there, and I placed in dynamite in here so we can take all of this down. Basically to that level, I placed in a forester and a tapper shack, and I planted in a couple of pine trees and maple trees. Let's just make sure, okay, no cutting areas. I took all the cutting areas in here as well. And I'm going to dynamite this down as well, just so we have a bit more space. I also went ahead and added in this levee, and I actually want to include something on this side until we get terrain blocks unlocked. I'm going to use levees, and what I did on this side, let me quickly show you. Okay, let me quickly show you. So what I did on this side, I added in levees across there, impermeable floors here, and let's just unpause all of this so they can get that built, so we can get the water going in and flowing into here. As soon as we get that, then we can add in a couple of levees in here, in there, so we can take this up to about that level. So we will flood this entire area in here. But that's fine. If it's normal water, great. If it's bad water, that's when things are starting to get a bit dicey. But then I'll lower these ones beforehand so we don't get spilled over until we work on our bypass. Now the thing is, I added in these water wheels down here, and they are, at this stage, they are just keeping up with the demand as soon as we get water flowing through there. So it's going to be an issue later on, but yeah, we will work on stuff of that, so that's no worries. I'm going to put planks in here. That's still unconnected, but we'll work on that. Let's take that out. I'm going to add in platforms. And this guy should start doing his job a bit more efficiently. Let's empty that. Let's speed things up. I want to put in maybe through here. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and mark that for construction. Let's add in another platform right there, so we can put small storage in there. Obtain logs. You can just be like that, no worries. Then we can just connect up to there. Always put in say it and then I just do it. That's the way to go. Okay, So hopefully we will get this bit done. We are still getting all the resources here. Now we're going to take a bit of metal from there. We took some gears from there to build up a couple of things, but that's fine. No worries. We get another explosives factory though. I think we should. Our explosives are non-existent at this stage because everything's going to this. Now with that in mind, we can blow this bit. So if that was a bit loud, I'm sorry. That's triples, yeah. Let's take that down. Get a couple more triples in there. Not prioritizing it. If I get it done, great. If not, we can always sort that out later. Just put that in as well. Yeah. So I will get that done whenever. I'm not really in a hurry for that. I would really like if we could get this done as soon as possible. I'm just gonna delete this. They can get over to the side, so yeah. Now that's the thing. If and when we get the next Badtide, I don't want them going to this side before we get the levees going across here. But it's quite a lot because we have to go all the way and maybe up to about there, add in a couple of levees there, up here, just to sort that out. But that's just temporary until we get the Badtide solution. But as I was saying, we have this. I want to extend this a little bit so we can get more power from that. But then as soon as we get a Badtide, this water is going to flow over tile. So I've been thinking it might be worth getting, like, building a tunnel through here. Just maybe 1 wide, maybe 2 wide, 3 wide, I don't, doesn't really matter, but around here, past there, maybe behind the mine if we can, and then just get it to spill out in here. Get it to spill out in here, it will flow down there and go all the way down. Then we can add in a couple of levees here with floodgates just in case. So when we get this sealed up, we can green this entire area around here. We can even blast through here and get water to fill up this area in there. That would really work for us. So we can green up this entire area, then we can have bad water going past here. Now with that in mind, I can always add in some sort of area in here to get power generation from this side as well. Couple of water wheels, going down there. But yeah, that's something that we can work on later, because I want to add in a nice reservoir for water, and I like this. I need to use this more. I was thinking of putting one in here. I can still do that, but yeah, we need a way to get the bad water from in here, because this reservoir is okay for now. We've dynamited that down, as you can see, but it's not enough. We need more. We need more water storage as well, but the thing is, it's going to use up gears, and we have 233 gears and we need 400, I believe. Yes, so we really need to step up our production. So with that in mind, let's get a couple more gear factories. Let's just unpause the ones that we have. Same with the smelters. Okay, so for this area of Beaver's City, whatever you want to call it, the housing district, we are now full up on all the lodges are built. But it's not really efficient, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. We just might need to rework this later on, but for now that's fine. So hopefully they can get all of this done, and then you can start with the real good things. Let's get a pathway going down here. Luckily there's no bad tide on the horizon yet, so hopefully they can get all of this done. As you can see, now they are running. I don't think they could get to everything. Nothing to do in range, great, so I can delete you, so we have one more spare. I think they're gonna get this done in a short while, so with that in mind, let's get this in as well. And as I said, this is just temporary until we get everything sorted. Everything, I mean the Badtide solution. Something like that. And then I want to add in buildings on this side as well, but as I said, that's... Maybe I have to do it now. As you can hear from my voice, I'm not really interested in that now. Now I can rather rework the power and go over this thing for now. Get that demolished. Let's get all of this. And on this side we have to do a similar thing. Not the optimum way to do this, but something. Get a pathway up there, or a stair up there. I added in, I took down, it was just leaves, I took that down and placed in 4 sluices. There's 8 water sources here, so those 4 will be able to work that. So we have that going for us. Do I want to take this one forward? I think I might, because then we have a 2 wide channel there. Let's do that now. Since we are thinking about it, let's just do it before we forget. One, 2, 3, 4. Nah, 4 will be enough. Now we can take this down. Get this pathway going over this side. And there's another route for them to take. If everything goes according to plan, which it seldom does. Oh, let's get that in. Oh, it is connected. Good. And get that connected up as well. I'm not going to put these in yet because that's complete. Oh no, I can. That's completed. How far are they with this? How is that bit too far from the district? Ow. Oh yeah, because this is cut off, that's why. Everywhere is now cut off. That's most important, but get that done. And this can be a slightly lower priority. This bit is out of water. I need to start dynamiting this down as well. Get a bit more water in here. And I can do the same on this side. But I can't wait to get this down, or to get this in the bad water rig. Treated planks, we are on the ball. Metal blocks, we are on our way. We need 150 metal blocks and 400 gears. So we have 141 metal blocks. So we are basically there with metal. And then we need about 150 more gears. And I don't really want to put this in until we have it. We might just need to build something in a hurry, so I don't really want to waste time with waste resources there. This is a high priority, that's good. So we used a bit of metal for these impermeable floors, which is fine. Get that in so we can get this lumberjack working on this, so we have no trees that we need to take down before we can do this bit around there. So for the metal we need to unlock this, so that will basically be its footprint, and that's only one wide because we need a back wall there. So yeah, that's a problem that we have on this side. If it was just one over that side, we could. So we might need to build up an area around here, get the water flowing, bad water flowing through there as well. But I can take it from here. That's fine. How wide is these water wheels? Basically 2 blocks. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that, because we can always do something around here. Because we need a reservoir for bad water, because we're going to seal up this one here. We're going to extract it straight from there, so we don't really need more bad water, but I want to use bad water. What do I want to use bad water? I can use normal water. No, that's fine. Just forget what I said. Normal reservoir, normal water, and we can include that in power source as well. So this is higher priority. We need to get this done. And the same on this side. We need to get this done as soon as possible. Because the water will now flow from here all the way down here. Then just spill into this. So if it's normal water, great. If it's bad water at this stage, it's still great. I'm not going to take this up until this is built. It will be the same height as this side. And I think we can get bad water up to there. Up to there, around there. Great. This, let's just delete that and get a high priority. Stop going there. And we have these couple of windmills, but they're not doing much. We have unlocked this already for large windmill. It takes the same footprint as this normal size one, but we need paper. And at the end of the day, it would be 75 logs to produce one of these large windmills, and it's 40 logs to create this one, and it's basically double. So you get away with a bit more power from this for your materials, so that's good. So we can do that as soon as we can, but for now, yeah, just have to live with what we have. So at this stage, I also increased the amount of farmers in there, so that's good. So we have about 12 beavers we'll have spare. So I might just want to add in another hauling post. I'm gonna put you maybe just right there. Lowest priority. No, you can get built whenever. But we need to start thinking about a bigger reservoir as well as bad water to get that. Because maybe I want to include this as a reservoir. Get this entire area here. Demolish, include a reservoir in there. Or what we can do is, because this is really high, the walls are already high, get this dynamited down, build up walls around here, and get the water flowing from anywhere here. Oh, get that done. Or actually just get a couple of areas for gravity batteries. This is the highest point on our map. This bit here. So if we can dynamite down, we can get a couple of gravity batteries. But the thing is, metal, gears, planks. I need to get the gears going really well so we can keep up with that. Our planks are great at this stage. Treated planks are basically stopped now. Same with normal plank production. But we need gears. Gonna prioritize that by haulers. And let's get a couple more of these in. So we can get more gear factories in there. Because I'm a bit fed up waiting for that. Now our water situation in here is not looking too good. I'm gonna pause these because they've been pumping throughout the drought and I forgot about it. So our water is basically at max, but start draining this water and I don't want our crops to die out again. And because of all the droughts, this is really standing still. So I basically need to get my butt in gear and get maybe the paper mills in. Thing is, this is really messy at this stage. There's a lot of areas where we need to bulldoze and that. So I might just want to grab a bit of dynamite and maybe dynamite it straight through here. But our dynamite is really not in a good place. So I want to get this done so we can take that down and then maybe do something with this, because our power, when it's normal wet season or bad side, this will just keep up a little bit extra so we can get a couple buildings in. I think we might be maxing it out when we get these two in, or close to maxing it out, so it's not too great, but it's okay. But yeah, we need to work on that. But I really want to get this in 140 or 133 needed. So we can get this in. We have enough metal. You know what? I'm going to put this in so long. Don't really want to put that platform in yet. Or get that built, because then they'll walk through here and it will still be bad water and they'll walk through there. But they can build it from the top, so that's fine. Then I can demolish this and get a couple more medium tanks, or maybe even large tanks at that point. Get a couple of tanks in there. Ah, that might be a way to go. And now we are out of water and these berries will die again. I should have... That's the thing that I wish we would implement. They got the sluices now from basically that a mod that we had in the previous updates that would automate your sluices going up and down, opening and closing. And now we have a sluice, normal sluices instead of the floodgates. Oh yeah, sorry, I meant the floodgates. But mod worked on the floodgates. Now we have sluices that will close with contamination, all that. But I wish they had a thing that you can set these buildings to pause when it's a drought, for instance, or bad tide, and then unpause when it's normal season again. That would really have been great. Okay, so we have a couple more haulers, which is good. Farmers are just about keeping up. Almost into pine production. Almost into maple production. Which would be good, so we can get other sources of food. We have two areas where we can get mines. There's the underground ruins, and on this side the underground ruins. But we still have this scrap metal pile, that scrap metal pile, and this scrap metal pile. Now I have pathways going to this one. Already have, well, taking that one down, and I have this. Just need to get them built. But our scrap metal is not the thing keeping us up at this stage. It's the production of metal blocks. But we only have 2 smelters. But I think we need, that's why I think we need to increase our amount of water wheels on this side. We might even get a couple of water wheels in here, but if it's a bad tide then they won't work at this stage. And the thing is, I don't need to use this till later on. I can always get a diversion in here and get good water to flow somewhere in here and get a pathway going through here. We don't really need that, so if we want to get a big reservoir in here, we can do that. It's not an issue. We can just dynamite down and then place platforms over it, so there's options. We can just, I think for now, I'm gonna create a alternative reservoir, then just take the bad water from there, push that off. But I think, okay, this is the plan. We are going to, as soon as all the dynamite is laid in here, we get this blown up. I'm gonna place in dynamite in here, extend this out straight from here, and then we'll work on that side as we need to. I'm going to increase the amount of water wheels in here, basically up to the end. We get a bit more capacity here. Then we can put in a paper mill, so we can get paper produced. If we get paper, then I'm going to create a large windmill farm somewhere. As soon as we get that, we need gravity batteries. So that will work for us. So during all of this, that's now the plan for basic power generation at the end of the day. We will also need a water reservoir. Preferably one that we can use this only for irrigation and get the water pumps in another area so they can pump throughout the season, no worries. It's a drought or a bad tide or whatever, don't have to go manually pause and unpause them, so that would be great. You can only have this for irrigation, for instance. But then, as I said, we'll need a place for our water. So I can always extend this out, get a couple of overhangs. I believe it's overhangs, yeah. Overhangs already unlocked the 6x1. Get that in. Maybe build up a nice reservoir in here where we can get the water pumps in. These ones have a maximum depth of 4. But we can create an area where we can get the mechanical fluid pumps in to pump it to a higher area as well. Or just a huge reservoir. Get that the sluices pull out an area, maybe place in a couple in there and get this entire area from basically the lowest tile or the second lowest tile all the way to there. I think that will work for us. Now we can always work on something. We can get the water from there. Get water from there and get that in. Get the pumps going as well. So that would be good. So that's the plan now for the next while. So we can get that in. All of that's finished. Let's see how far we need to go. Was not needed there. I want to get the basics in, just the framework, so when it's time to do that, then we can. That's only a 1, so what I'm going to do is take that down, place in a 1, then 3, then we can get the overhang like that. Or you know what? Take that down. Just 3. It's 6 over like that. Then we can get 2s. Yeah, still need placing. So let's just pause that. So then we can get that going on that side. But then we'll need twos, threes. Why did I think it's twos? Threes. And I'm going to use a 5. It lines up with that. The 2 on that side won't work. But then you can get a normal platform in there. Let's say with a permeable floor. Because we all need permeable floor on all of this. Good. But isn't that just majestic? Okay, so now we have that, so we can get levees all the way over. And then we can just work on this side. Yeah, that will work well. Other thing that I can do, so I can take out all these scaffolds, build this up one more, and I have to build up, take that down and build that up as well. But that's something that we can do later on if we would really want to do that. But yeah, so as a quick side note, we did a bit of work. So we reworked this area. So the power for water has more chance of flowing through the water wheels over here. We added in this row of levees over here, and they are starting to build this over here on that side. We dynamited this down. We extended the power from this side all the way to over here, so this is also connected. We started laying in the dynamite over here. We added the forester on this side with a tapper shack so we can get maple syrup and pine resin. We increased the amount of farmers in here by 3. So 1 in each of these farmhouses. We started with the bad water rig right there. And we added in 2 more gear factories and got those ones going. We just pause these while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, that's what we did at this stage, and we have all the lodges now built, so we'll see how that goes. So hopefully We have this area now. I'm not sure if we're going to have a bad tide or a normal or a drought. But we have that in now, so that's a bit of protection for us. And I just saw an issue, and you probably screamed at your screen. We need to get that bit in as well. Otherwise it's just going to spill over here because we have this. As soon as we get that, I'm going to raise these sluice gates. It will overflow on this side. And I wish we could just pause this so we can't use it, so get a barrier up there if you pause it. That would have been great, so you don't have to delete this during a bad tide. Sorry, voice crack there. But yeah, so we can get that going for us and to help us at the end of the day. But as I said, I'm going to get a reservoir in here, so there'll be a bit of dynamiting and a bit of reworking there. Just for normal water, and then this will be a small reservoir, and then we can start with the bad water diversion. Then we don't need this anymore. We don't need the bad water because we're going to place in the large windmill farm somewhere with gravity batteries around here. So there you see, we have a bad tide approaching. So yeah, not great, but we're not worried. We still have power, so we'll still be able to produce products throughout, because we have we have two explosives. Great. So we can still continue with that. So you see our bad water is also low. We have a bit of extract, not too shabby, but yeah, so we can start work on that. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.